All right, beautiful humans. Welcome back to another episode of LebTalks. This is our little branch off from Naked Sunday. We're staying on our summer lovin' theme for this one. This is our fourth installment of this. This one I'm talking about rest. Many times, this is the hardest thing for anybody who will consider themselves a high achiever, a visionary, a doer, somebody who's productive, somebody who likes to get shit done. Rest. My belly's grumbling. My belly's telling me that I need to rest. Why is this important? I'm going to use a gym analogy here. This is a profound lesson that I realize, but it's important for people to remember that growth is not happening during the training session. It happens during the recovery. So let's think about this again from a gym perspective. When you go in, you go to hit your workout, you're actually breaking things down. You're tearing up the muscle. You're putting things into work. You're getting it done. You're exhausting the body. The growth happens during the rest time. So it's not how hard you train, it's how well you recover. Most people neglect that thought. And it often comes from a place of scarcity. If I don't keep doing stuff, I'm going to fall behind. It's a I'm not good enough thing. It's I'm not doing enough thing. It's I am falling behind. I'm not keeping up with the Joneses thing. There's my belly growling again saying, you need to rest. Sometimes though, most of the times is during the recovery that you get the complete picture. So as that muscle heals, it comes back stronger. It's accommodated now for that stimulus. Your body said, oh, this is something we need to be able to do. I need to heal up, and I need to not only get healed and repair what just happened, I need to be stronger than what I was before. So the body adapts accordingly to accommodate the next stimulus. So you will be stronger upon arriving at your next training session because of the recovery. That's why when people neglect all that sleep thing, yeah, you're missing out on the most important piece. That comes from cognitive function as well, and your emotional function. If you do not rest, if you do not sleep, if you do not dial it down, that fire and ice thing, you will not be able to have the capacity potentially when it matters most. And this takes an effort in looking at the long term. One of the things I've been asking a lot lately is, how long do you want to live? Anytime I ask it, I have yet to get an answer shorter than 15 years. The average answer is like 25 to 30. That's average. I've been in the entrepreneurial space myself for about 15 years now. I feel like that's been a lifetime. Whoa. Now add another 15 to 30 years on top of that. Whoa. Just from that alone, I think about what can be done in that time. So when you start thinking in that type of timeline, how are you going to be able to last? Now, if we think about 30 years as a race, that is clearly a marathon. It is not a sprint. How are you going to go about that experience? Do you want to sprint, crash and burn and hate your life most of the way? Or do you want to enjoy it? And if you're enjoying it and loving it, don't you think you're going to probably get better results? Sounds crazy to me, but maybe it's not crazy. Actually, it doesn't sound crazy to me because I've witnessed it. Learning how to slow down strategically because work still needs to get done. Knowing what your minimum effective dosages are important because there's going to be things like sometimes just like the newsletter needs to go out or you need to reach out to the client, whatever it is. But especially during the summertime when the schedules get wild, building in rest, I've talked about it in each of the 3 other installments so far, the rest is important. Making time for you to recover is important because in this freedom with it being warmer out and having all these opportunities to say yes to things, you're putting your energy out. It's going out from you, and you will burn out. And by the time you get back to the fall, when regular structures come back into place and the regular expectations all come right back, if you've already depleted all your energy, you don't have anything to pull from anymore. You might have gotten back to like zero, but like you're going to go right back into a deficit, as opposed to building your well, as opposed to building this piggy bank of recovery. And as I've already talked about in the other episodes, this is also the time in your rest, in that healing, in that growth, in that growing, in that space, that's where new insights are going to come from. That's where you might heal your heart if you're having any old things you're still carrying, any regrets, any things you need to forgive, any anger, any resentment. Maybe it's time to let go of that stuff. That is truly letting go. That's unburdening yourself as if you were getting ready to go on this long marathon. What if you needed to do a ruck? Do you want to carry a bunch of extra stuff that you're not going to need? I'd hope the answer is no. You want to travel light. There's plenty of things you're going to pick up along the way. You want to be efficient. You want to be as unburdened as possible. You want to know that you're just bringing the necessities, and then the necessities you're bringing with you are as strong and resilient and recovered as possible. If you do not rest, if you do not reorganize your life in that space of rest, you are not setting yourself up for it. You're going to go right back into your crash and burn cycle. And next go around, next year, next summer, Lovin time, you're going to feel like you're back at square one, having made no progress because you just earned a bunch and now you spent it all. You're back at zero in your account. This is an energetic, it's a relational, it's a self-care, it's a piggy bank account. It's the collective happiness account that you're probably robbing Peter to pay Paul and running around like a crazy person because you couldn't just slow down to make a more well-planned strategy to take care of yourself. So again, I'm going to remind you, it's not how hard you train, it's how well you recover. And recovering is protecting yourself as well, especially as you accumulate more responsibilities and you've achieved more success in your life. You have things that need different types of attention, and learning how to take a breath, think more clearly, feel confident within yourself because you took the time to make sure things are sorted out and are in alignment with what you value. You'll be able to move forward with greater confidence and greater success, or at least greater probability of success, with hedging your downside much better. It's a lot less frantic. It's a lot less chaotic. The classic entrepreneur or the visionary, that sounds boring. That's okay. You will find ways to be creative in that stillness. But allow yourself the opportunity to heal enough so that the creativity that comes from you, which is bound to come out, you give it enough time to marinate and create something full and more complete than what you would have shortchanged us with otherwise. What you have shortchanged all the people that are excited to be led by you would have expected. Give them the substance they deserve. And it's in that healing that the substance is created. Those are all my thoughts right now. I hope you found some value in that. Give yourself permission to rest and recover. You will come back stronger, more powerful, more resilient because of it. Till next time, I remind you to love everybody.